Are we done? That is the question that I believe sincerely that everybody is asking themselves right now. Okay, so right this second, crypto is, I'll show you this. This has to do with the CPI data. We'll come back to that here in just a minute. Crypto is up about a little under 6%. Let me refresh this and see if we've got, yeah, about 5.5%. Okay. So are we done? That's the question that we're all asking ourselves. And what I'm really talking about is, are we done and out of the woods with crypto being kind of continuing every day to go into the red? So I woke up today not really knowing what to expect, and I kind of felt like we would be positive, meaning the number would be up, and I just showed you we're up about 5.5%. So I did expect something good, but the big factor and the big question that I had was, were we going to get another bombshell associated with FTX? And I think where we're at right this second with FTX situation, again, FTX and SBF and all this stuff, we all know, bits and pieces, or at a whole, at a high level, component of this. But this is the latest that I saw, and that's out on CoinDesk. They're doing some great reporting on this. Look at this, that Sam Bankman-Fried's cabal, that's a great word, right, by the way, of roommates in the Bahamas ran his crypto empire and dated other employees. Have lots of questions. I think we're going to Sam Bankman-Fried no longer a billionaire after the wipeout. We've all saw that. Here's the thing. I think now this, from an event standpoint, is behind us, and I think that's really what I want to say. Now, I'm going to also say this: we haven't seen the last of the FTX SBF. A lot of acronyms for you. Fallout. There's going to be more companies come out, like Sequoia Capital came out the other day and said they're writing off like north of $250 million just as bad debt associated with it. There's going to be continuing to see companies coming out saying they're either can't get their crypto or their stable off of FTX, or they're having trouble, or they're having problems getting it, and so we're going to continue to see those kind of stories come out. But I'm hoping, a little hopium there, that we have seen the kind of the worst of the fallout from the FTX scenario. Okay. There will be more. Okay. But I think we've seen the worst of it. It's really what I'm trying to get at. Okay. And I think we'll continue to see it, more and more things like this come out where you see, this kind of art, this kind of content. So focusing on this, now, are we done side of this equation as far as crypto goes, right? Okay. Bitcoin, on the 24-hour looking good, up 5%, and Ethereum up 7%. Still on the 7-day red. We're still dealing with that 7-day loss as far as kind of like the overall kind of situation that played out, where we had the major small crash, if you will. Okay, but this is good news, right? We got the CPI data on Thursday, which would have been yesterday, depending upon when you're watching this video. This is Friday. Okay. We were expecting a 7.9% number, which was a reduction from the 8.2. And we got this number. We got 7.7, which was a major shock in a good way, and the positive, that number. Now, the core CPI fell as well. This is really the key one. The core CPI number is effectively within this number, if you will. And it's basically the core CPI is the CPI number minus food and transportation, fuel, things of that nature. Okay. And so this is the big one. The core CPI is the one that a lot of people really look at. The Fed looks at as a relationship to raising interest rates and things like that. So are we done? Are we looking at greener, at greener pastures, smoother sailing, whatever metaphor you want to use? I think that this, talking about the core, the CPI, we got a good jobs report earlier this month. Okay. And this was a big thing. And so this probably bodes really well for us to get only a 50 basis point raise when the Fed meets and announces that number on December 15th. So that's the other big thing I am looking at. Okay. So are we done? It would seem, and meaning, are we done with a lot of the kind of the red and kind of bad news? Yes. Ironically, with the major macro situation that is inflation and all that other stuff, it would seem that is getting better. Okay. Are we still going to have more, raises and Federal Reserve raising it at the interest rate. Yes, that's not going to stop. We still are not where we need to be, but it is getting better, and that's what I'm going to leave you with. And we've we'll have some green days ahead of us, which would be nice. All right, that's what I got for you. Thank you. I'll see you. Have a good one.